Welcome to another trade recap. Today's trade recap is for uh, Tuesday, February 4th. Today's price action was a bit iffy, if I say so myself. We had a strong push to the upside at market open, and then a bit of consolidation and chop where most of the people got really, who tried trading this really got screwed over. But we managed to read the price, and we're gonna go over how I took my trade for the day. So starting off, right, our key levels. We had these. Where was it? Whoa, hold on. Okay, we had these 4-hour lows right here. 4-hour highs up here, along with this 4-hour imbalance, and that was about it on the 4-hour. Scaling down to the 1-hour, we had these 1-hour lows. Wait, I think these were from Monday. Yeah, yesterday's. Okay, so we had these 1-hour lows right here, 1-hour lows right here, and then we also had this 1-hour imbalance along with this small tiny 1-hour imbalance. That was pretty much it, and then this 1-hour imbalance up here. That was it on the higher time frames. That was my confidence for the day going into today's market price action. Let's go into 15-minute. You can see it clear. Price was right here at the time. Market open and quickly swept these lows. This is the low. Swept these lows. And again, honestly, in all honesty, this is a trade I would have taken. But because it was such early into the market, I wasn't expecting a move so quickly. But this is a trade that I would have taken, essentially, right? Sweep of liquidity, cross of the EMAs, confirming that we're on an uptrend. Fair value gap right here. Tap into the fair value gap. Break of structure right here. And right there. And so we would have done something like this. Stops all the way right here. And I would have aimed all the way to all these. Taking profit right here. TP1, TP2, TP3, and TP4. That's what I would have aimed for. Unfortunately, the move was made really quick and I missed it. And we got a huge push up, so I kind of just let the market do its thing. Right? I knew we had reasons to come higher, so I was just waiting. And I knew once it took out all of this, because of how bullish price action was, it was going to reverse at some point, right? So that's what we did. We waited. And like at 10:10, I started seeing a red candle, and I was okay, maybe it'll come all the way right here, right? I was marking out the fair value gaps. We had this 5-minute. We also had this 15-minute right here, right? I should probably clean this up. It's kind of confusing. So these were the hourly ones, right? So let's get rid of these. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then this got swept. So we get rid of that, and this high got swept. So we got rid of that, right? So that all got swept. So that is not important to me anymore. So it came up, tap into this 1-hour imbalance again at 10:10. So 10:15, that's when that bearish candle formed, and we had already formed these 15-minute and 5-minute imbalances. We're keeping an eye on. So 10:15 was like around here. Again, I'm just waiting for a fair value gap to form. However, because we were so far apart, because we were so bullish, I would wanted to see some type of confirmation, right? So I was not buying it. I was looking on the 5-minute, waiting for this EMAs to cross, then I would enter, right? So we didn't even have a fair value gap to look for. We got a fair value gap right here. We got to tap into it right here. But again, the cross of the EMAs was around here, but it happened right here, but we didn't get a break of structure till right here. Where is it? Let me see. Let me see. So right here. So right. So a reason I didn't answer right here was because right after we got a huge pushback up, so I kind of disregarded that, and price was a bit choppy, so I just let it do its thing, and it crossed right back up. Good thing, being patient pays off, right? So again, that was at this Chop City was at like 10:50. At 10:30, I was like, okay, I'm low-key done looking at the market for now. And I kind of was just like observing how price action was going. It was choppy, but because we were so high, and I seen that we had all this liquidity right here to come down to, I figured, okay, maybe price will kind of dump. So I waited for lunchtime because lunchtime the market moves very quickly. Um, between the morning session, which is from 9:30 to like 10:30 up to like 11 at the most. Then from 11 on, 11:15 I believe to like 13, it's lunchtime, or at least 12:30. It's lunchtime. So there's not a lot of volatility, not a lot of traders in the market, so the market's moving, in one direction, to quickly fill those gaps during lunch. Think of it as traffic. Morning there's rush hour, then there's like midday and there's no traffic, so everybody can go one way or another easily, no traffic, and then it picks up again when everybody's off work, right? So it's exactly the same in the market. So around 11, I was on the markets again. I was like, you know what? Let me see how it's going. I seen that we were still not pushing further, right? On the 5 minute, um, 11:30 came, and I was just observing. 11:35, that's when that candle closed. So I was just observing. 11:30 was like right 11:35. That's like right here. But this fair value gap, but never broke structure. So I was just waiting, 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 waiting. And I was observing the EMA. The EMA was kind of what confirmed it, along with RSI divergence. Right, as you can see right here, this 11:29 candle was high. Let me see if I could just. And then if we go up here, we have. Right, so we had an RSI divergence, adding to our confirmation for our buys that we are going to dump. We had a fair value gap, right? And then on top of that, we got the fair value gap. I hear, well, this is a breakaway gap, sorry. And then we had another one right here. Small fair value gap. This is the one that I was looking at. And we pushed lower. And I was looking at this right here. And why did I not enter here? Simply because I kind of missed my entry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that, okay, because we're so low, I felt like there was a huge, huge stop loss. So the trade kind of didn't make sense to me. I was aiming for the 15-minute and the 5-minute imbalance. Um, I saw the stop loss was really huge, so I kind of wanted to wait. And I seen this imbalance form, and I was like, okay, we might get another fair value gap form. And as soon as we went back up, right, went back up, pushed back down, and I seen that what this candle was about to close. I entered, and we had already broken structure, right? So that was all I needed. Confirmation from the RSI, divergence, and then top of that EMA confirmation cross. There was like no reason not to take this trade. I did break my rules today, and as you see, I put my stops at the end of this fair value gap body, candles body, and we're almost stopped out, getting tapped up, but again, we weren't closing outside the fair value gap, so I still had hope. And we got pushed, huge push down, and we were just playing within our entry, and then came back one more time to tap into it, and then completely dumped all the way right to our TP and smashed right through it. So I could have held, but I didn't really want to risk it. Again, price really moves to imbalances. That's what drives price action. So that's exactly what I was aiming for. Um, just a quick sell up in and out for a nice 3.32 R. So yeah, so today's trade was a bit different. Again, I never ever, I emphasize ever, because I never ever trade outside of 10:30. Like I only trade from 7, oh 7, 9:30 to 10:30, literally an hour. That's it, and I'm off the charts. But today, because we were playing within this huge imbalance range, I kept seeing that there wasn't really a lot of bullish momentum anymore. Um, And then on the 1 minute, I was just observing how the EMAs were getting close. I know that it was bound to cross. Then what really did this trade for me was the RSI divergence. RSI divergence is really, really peak. This I think that's like almost the same as getting a SMT divergence within Nasdaq and the S&P 500. Similar. So whenever we have divergences, it's 90% of the time it's really gonna happen. The movies really might happen. So this is really what did it for me. It's really what really made me want to take the trade. And yeah, so again, I would have loved to take this trade. This would have been the trade that I would have taken if I would have caught it, if it would have been on the market, but the moves never really happened right at market open. So I kind of slept on it. Um, but this is the trade I would have loved to take, honestly. If I was really on it, and if you took this trade, and this is the trade that was the one to take with my strategy, um, and aiming for all this imbalance. That's the trade that I would have loved to take. Honestly, in all honesty, like this is a trade that you know, um, trading the way I trade. This is a trade that I would have taken at market open during the time and range that I trade. But unfortunately, I missed the entry, so I was okay, and I was okay with not trading today. However, observed price, and I was looking at the RSI divergence was really did it for me. The cross of the EMAs, the imbalance, the tap into the fair value gap, break a structure, like it was just served to me on a platter. At this point, I couldn't really ignore it. I had to take it. Um, but yeah, that was the trade that I took today. Can I? Oh yeah. Um, hopefully you guys were able to catch a trade today. Again, today's price action. If you didn't trade today, good, because again, these price conditions or market conditions were really choppy. So it was best to stay away. I luckily found an opportunity during all this chop right at the end of it. Before price literally bulled up, this was a trade that you could have taken. If you took it, congratulations. But again, if you didn't trade today, again, that's also great because again, it was chop central. A lot of people got wrecked during this whole barcode price action. And yeah, with that being said, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Love and appreciate everybody who watches my videos. And if you have any questions, never doubt in commenting. And I'll be happy to answer any questions. Peace.